Okay, I think we are in live now.
Great, so let's start. Um, First of all, Talk it's a platform. I talk about the platform. To practice English, we don't have a teacher here, so we are free to make mistakes and improve with them. I know Yasmin, Fernanda, but I don't remember Maria Fernanda. It's Maria Fernanda. It's your first time? No.
I think it is the first time that we see each other, but I am
Yes.
here on Talk for some time.
Oh, great. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. It's my first time here like a host, so I'm very happy for this and very nervous, but it's okay. I like this. Well, like as I said, we talk about why I'm learning English, and I will read the first question, and I will introduce myself, and I will choose other person to do the same. So the first question, introduce yourself, please. Could you share the motivation behind your English learning journey? My name is Lucas. I am pharmacist. I am 30. Oh, I am 23 years old. And I am married with Fernanda, and she is my good good mother. It's very good. And I'm here on Talk Talk. I don't know since the last year probably, and I think it is. My motivation to learn English. It's because I think it's very important to my life and professional life and personal life. I think it's very important to use in your days. Wait. Good morning, Swelling.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
I am nervous.
It's normal.
Yes. And I think it is about my motivation. Oh, Swelling, I need to put the question again for you. Wait.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
I was talking about my motivation to learn English,
Mhm.
and I put the question. Great. And so, Maria Fernanda, could you answer, please?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Good morning again. My name is Maria Fernanda. I am also another Fernanda. I am from Recife. I am 26, I think, years old. I have 3 cats and 1 dog, and I am also married. I am a soft developer, and learning English for me is take a time for me to be a real for me have a real motivation to learn English, because in high school I prefer to learn Spanish. But when I enter in my course, I studied computer science in the university. I start to use English in my academic life, studying life, and personal life. So for me, in the beginning, my motivation was to can learn more things in the computer science, because a lot of things are in English. Now it's different because we have a lot of content in Portuguese, but 5-7 years ago, this wasn't the wasn't common to find things in Portuguese. But now for me, my motivation was to know about different things and different opinions in English, to can talk with people and know more about different points of view, you know, like we have a lot of content, YouTubers and blog posters and this stuff in English. And fortunately, this is the language that everybody also said in common. And so I think more about this.
Great. Fernanda Amado.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hi guys, I'm Fernanda. I live in São Paulo. I am a hostess for French here at Talk and Talk, and I work as a Spanish teacher. And about my motivation, I think English is really important and gives a lot of opportunities to travel and also meet new people. And I also like to study English because I can understand international music, and I really like some artists that sing it in English. So for me, it's kind of
Great. What about you, Swelling?
Hello guys, my name is Riley. I'm 28. I live in a small city near Rio de Janeiro. Um, I live with my family, and my main motivation behind the study English, I don't know. I don't know. I think since I was a kid, I like this language, and um like to watch sitcoms, like I don't know the name in English, but Disney sitcoms, you know, Prince Waverly Place, like these things. I love it. So I like to watch in English these days and listen to music, read some books. And I want to travel to Canada because I think the most motivation to study English, I think, is because Canada is my dream. So I want to go there and to know. So and if it possible to study there, and I think that's it.
Nice. What about you, Yasmin?
As for me, I think my motivation. Oh, sorry, I will start present myself. I'm Yasmin. I'm 18. I'm from São Paulo, capital. At my free time, I like to read books, watching series. Nowadays, I'm reading the Somalorian from G.R. Tolkien, and I'm watching Breaking Bad. So that's is me. About my motivation in my English learning journey is more a general way because I don't know, I always have this kind of motivation to learn English because I always would like to search something that is difficult to find in Portuguese, like some documentations for technologies, because I'm studying technology, so sometimes documentations isn't easy to be found in Portuguese, and I always would like to understand the musics I listen or series sitcoms without subtitles, just with listening. And I think learn English can help me to improve my professional skills too, because when the person know other languages can can have more contacts, can have more opportunities too. So I think always be something so general, because it is a so important language to be learned. So for me, always be a general way about it.
Yeah, I think it's very important to our professional development. And talking about it, the second question is about this: how the English contributes to our professional development, and in what ways? Fernanda, what do you think about it?
I think it can be really good for your career, knowing English. In my case, I use English at work. When I used to work as a financial analyst, I had to talk with some people from India, and the language we used was English. So it was a good opportunity for me. And normally, the companies have contact with other countries, and the communication is English. So it's a good thing to know English. You can have better opportunities.
Great.
That's it.
Could you choose someone to answer the question? I forgot
Okay.
to say this.
Maria Fernanda.
No, I share the same opinion that you, Fernanda. With English, in my case, as a software developer, I could make some courses and read some books that wasn't available on Portuguese, and learn English and understand English or technical English help the developer and the developer of in my career, learning things and understand more. Because if I stay here and waiting for everything was translated to Portuguese, will take too much time, or maybe this will never happen. So unfortunately, we need to take this step and don't stay waiting for the translations.
Great.
And you, Yasmin?
Um, for me, I think can help a lot with if you work in a company that have to have contact with other countries, can help a lot to have more opportunities too, because there are a lot of companies that English is an important thing to have to communicate with other people from another countries. And um, in other way can help too, if you want to learn something in a tool that you use in your work. Like, for example, if you need to do something on Excel and you just can find any video or any documentation in Portuguese to learn how to do this, you can just try to search in English, or maybe you are from another area that didn't use technology tools. If you just, for example, if you are from healthy area and you are doing a thing on your college and you need to search something isn't so know it here in Brazil, you can search in English, so can help a lot from professional development, because when when we have English skills, we can expand your communication, expand your knowledge too. So for me, it can help a lot in these ways.
It's very important because in my job, when I need to find something, I am a pharmacist, and I need to just find some, I don't know how to say this in English, probably literatura, acho que é medical literature. And if the more up to date is in English, so it's very important to know the basic to keep up to date. What about you, Swelling?
Yeah, English can contribute in my professional development. I think because my course is administration, so and the HR. So I think English is the language of business. So it's important to learn and understand for some negotiation or recruit some professional of technology and other things because it's important to know to recruit some people of the other country. So I think it's important to know English.
Nice. Could you read the 30 question, please? And
Yeah.
choose something else.
What methods do you use to organize and structure? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Your English language studies. In my case, I try a lot of methods to study, and the what um what worked for me was Pomodoro when I put the time and when I have to do a break, I I relax and after that I study again. I think this method helped me with Spanish because now I study Spanish and with English. Um, so helped me a lot. And to organize, but the materials, I think I use flashcards. Sometimes I listen podcast and read books because I love to read. So I read some books, read news, and that's it. I don't like to to study English with move and the TV shows, but sometimes I try because if I study English with movies, I can stop and when I don't know the word, I can search for it. So for me, I don't. It's not effective to to study with moves in my case, but some people can do it, but I can't. I just watch movies and series for fun in English for fun, but for study I don't use it. That's it. Choose another one, isn't it? Fernanda, how about you?
Um, I normally use Pomodoro as you. I think it's really good. And I I use Duolingo to study, but now I'm focused on French. But my Duolingo is French English, so I review is like a review of English too, and that's it. I also study with music too, with songs. I think it's really cool. That's it. I should I choose other person? Focus. Okay. And you, Maria Fernanda.
I now I am not studying like stop to learn more about grammar or this stuff. I am trying to put more English in my routine, and and this. So I listen some podcasts in English. I watch a lot of movies and TV shows in English with subtitle English. Like Soilan said, I not stop to write the words and search the words, the meaning of the words. I'm trying to understand based on the context. And when I didn't understand the words, the meaning of the sentence, I asked for my boyfriend. His English is very good. So he helped me to understand. But I am not stopped to write the word and search more. And I read a lot of I read normally a lot of technical books in English, but I don't know. I'm not stopping to have a formal studying progress because I don't have time. So I try to be here and talk and learn, listen more other people, and got more vocabulary. And is this? And you, Yasmin?
For me, I think more next to Maria Fernanda because I cannot just sit in my chair and study English in a common way. I don't know what happened with me. I don't have so many problems to study anything, but with English, I just can't understand the language sitting on my chair and studying with books, with videos. I don't know what happened. I tried a lot in the past. I tried to start courses, um, to learn the language, to learn anything, but I just can't understand. I just no understand, but I cannot maintain a constancy and learn by itself. Uh, um, because of this, I find talk and talk because I just can't sit in my chair and learning. Oh my god, let me learn this structure. I don't know. I can't have a fluency, speaking fluency in that way. So I started here in Talk and Talk mainly for this reason. I think my English is so better now. Really trying to speaking, and my mindset about English improves in so many ways because in the past when I tried to start courses, start with learning with videos on YouTube, I just can't really improve my skills. But when I start hearing Talk and Talk, I can't improve my listening, improve my forming sentences. That's a thing I always have difficult, and I think I'm so better now. And I can't improve in so many ways. Like in the past, I just can't watch videos on English without subtitles in a easy way. And in nowadays, I have so I it's more easier to me watch some videos, watch series without subtitles or with English subtitles. So I don't have so any methods to study English because my study way is to talk with other people. So I just try to participate every week, at least 3 times in a week, to immersions. So this is my method to study English. No.
Great, I am like you. I have a problem to sit down and study English because I feel bored when I need to do this, and I try to do this. And so I prefer to watch videos or music and try to speak, because when watching videos, I think, oh my God, I understand everything. And when I need to talk, I have a problem because I don't know how can I organize how can I speak correctly. So I prefer try to speak because I think it's my best problem to speak, than try to listen. And I am very organized. I am not a organized person, so it's very hard to me to keep organized and structure, to have a good structure. The fourth question, it's about are you interested in acquiring proficiency in another language? If so, what motivates this interest? I know Fernanda is learning French and she speak Spanish too. So Fernanda, can you answer please the fourth question?
Yes, as you said, I'm learning French, and what motivates me in this language is to have opportunity to travel in a country that people speak French and don't have so much difficulty in the communication. I also like some French music, so for me it's good to listen and understand. And I think it's a beautiful language too. And about Spanish, it's because it's a language that I really like, and I also want to travel more. And we have a lot of countries near Brazil that speaks Spanish, so it's a good thing know this language. And what about you, Swen?
Yeah, I think it no, profis, isso aí. I think I want to acquire in English and in French one day because I stopped to learn French. But because I want to, like I said before, I want to go to Canada, and if so, to study there. And I know in Canada, they are the both language, English and French. So I want to learn about it because about that because I want to study at the university. And Spanish, I think it's because I go to Argentina and I liked the language, and like Fernanda said, is near here in Brazil, and it's easier to talk and to talk is some things and to go there to know the some place. And yeah, I think but for Spanish, I don't want to achieve the proficiency, like just to talk and understand some things. But in English and French, I want to achieve it. That's it. Maria, Fernanda, how about you?
Um, um, I I I I don't know when, but I want to learn Spanish, uh, return my study to Spanish because I don't use Spanish for 5 years or more, and I can understand some things, but I can't talk anymore in Spanish. But I don't know, and I want to know about you both that learn more than one language the same time. How you did this? Because I I don't know. I don't start to return my study in Spanish because I think, oh, I can study English instead of Spanish. And maybe when I am completely fluent in the English, I will start Spanish. And I don't know when this will happen. I think never. So I have this block in my mind, but I want to be more fluent in Spanish because, like everybody said, we have a lot of countries near here that speak Spanish, and we are a Latin country, and I think it's very interesting to be more connect with the people that live here in the same continent and have the same very similar type of life that us. So I think this. And you, Yasmin?
Nowadays, focus on get proficiency in English because is my focus right now. And when I reach this goal, I hope isn't I hope this can take so many time to because I want to learn other languages. Um, I don't know what language yet because I'm between choice French or Spanish. I don't know what choice to focus when I get my proficiency in English. If you want give me some tip, I will be very thankful. But I don't know what other language, but I totally have this interest to learn other language too.
Great. I am trying to improve my English, and I tried to started to learn French, but it's very hard for me because I have a problem to thinking to learn two things in the same time. I am a man, so I just thinking one thing. So just in English in this moment. But I want to learn Spanish too because it's very good. As you said, we have a lot of countries around us, and it's a have a beautiful place to know to travel, and it's very cheap if you compare with Europe. So yeah, maybe learning Spanish it's a good way to know new countries. And number 5, uh, Yasmin, could you read an answer, please?
Sure. From your perspective, do you believe that learning English can positively impact your mental well-being? Why? For me, can help a lot because, first of all, you improve your uh, learning, communication. You improve a lot of skills and can help a lot with. Oh my God, I don't know what is the word in English. Let me search. Uh, okay, is um, self-esteem, autoestima. You can improve a lot of your self-esteem because you are you realize you can learn other things, you can reach your goals. So when you realize it, when you notice, you can challenge yourself, and you can do a nice thing with your challenge. This help a lot with self-esteem and help a lot with it help a lot in a way to be less shy, to connect with other people too, so can impact in a positive way totally. You improve your self-esteem, and for me is it I totally believe can impact in a positive way.
Great. Yeah, I think it's very important because force us to think, and it's very good because work with our memory, with our brain, and it's very important to us keeping thinking. What about you, Maria Fernanda? What do you think about it?
Oh, is what question? Sorry.
5.
Okay. Um, oh yes, I I I think English learning a language, a new language can impact our uh mental well-being, well the health, mental health, because we need to we start to think in more than one language, and each language has a way to express yourself, the way that we construct the sentence, the way that we say the things, the language and the culture is very connected. um so I think we keep our brain live and working. So I think this, like Yasmin said. And you, Fernanda?
I think it's a five. Yes, I think it can impact my mental well-being because I feel happy that I can understand and speak in English. It's not my first language, my native language, and be able to watch some TV shows and movies in English, or just with the subtitles in English or without subtitles, make me feel really happy.
Great. I think Yasmin said about when the person is shy. I am very shy and I am here, so it's very hard to me, but I'm here because the English. So yeah, the English help us in a lot of ways. The question, oh, it's almost the 10 a.m. So number 7. In your opinion, it's possible to get proficient or learning English solely by watching movies and series? In my opinion, it's very hard to learn English watching movies and series, because when I am watching movies and series, I really want watch movies and series. I don't want to learn with this. I just want to sit down in the couch and try to relax watching without my mind thinking. So to me, it's almost impossible to learn English watching movies and series. What do you think about it, Fernanda?
I think it's really difficult to learn just with movies and series because, as you said, normally we want to watch to relax and not to study. And I think it's better to learn with them if you take some parts of episode and try to understand everything that the people are saying. And it's a way of studying the series and the movies, but it's important also the grammatical part. So I think it's possible. It's I don't know if it's impossible, but it's really difficult to learn just with them. That's it.
What do you think? Do you think it's possible?
Oh, I don't think it is possible. Using only TV shows and movies because, like Fernanda said, we need the grammar. If we don't have the basic of grammar, we can't really understand the different meaning, like talking about the past continuous, and the future perfect continuous, and a lot of these things in about grammar. And this make this this will change the meaning of the sentence. So if you only use audiovisual, I don't know but if this is correct in English, materials to learning, but you don't study a little about grammar, I think you can be really fluent. And you both said about when I go to watch TV shows, I want to relax. And the last week I changed the subtitles to Portuguese, because my default subtitles is English. But last week I was so tired, that I want to watch something and sleep. And don't pay too much attention about what I was watching. So sometimes it's tired to read everything in English and this stuff, because it isn't our native language. So we need to think more about what we are reading and watching.
Yes,
you,
force our
Yasmin?
mind to think. And if
Mhm.
you had a busy day, oh my God, thinking
Yeah.
English, it's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Yasmin?
For me, is a being a double-edged sword, uma faca de dois gumes, because sorry, my ring starts touching. Because it's hard to learn a language only with movies and series because there are a lot of things involved. The plot about the movie can influence it, the context, the year by the movie, because nowadays the movies are more have a easier communication than the past, but is uh, uh, still that happens. There are a lot of series with hard communication to understand. Like if you keep a cartoon to watch or children movies can be easier because what is showed and what is speaked at the movie or at the cartoon, you can understand what's happening with difficult, but you can understand. But if you keep a historical movie or a scientific movie with so many hard expressions, hard things that is speaked, can be so hard to understand what is talking in that movie. So it's a hard thing. It's totally a hard thing. Like you are involving a thing that you did for rest, like you say, Lucas. So you watch a series, you watch a movie because you want to rest, you want to have this kind with a hobby thing. So when you transform this hobby, this thing you used to rest, in a thing to study. You are mixing a lot of things, and you became frustrated because you cannot understand it very well. You became frustrated because at your rest time you are trying to understand a thing you cannot understand it very well. So can be a little hard learning in that way. But I know people that can start English studies watching Friends series, for example. So depending from the series, depending from the movies, can be a good point of start. But keep just this kind of study isn't a good thing. So for me, that's my opinion.
Yes, it's very hard to when you mix your work and your time to rest. So we need to separate this. So it's very important because we need to rest too. So if we just study, we will die. Well, guys, I speak em português now. Eu quero agradecer vocês aqui, já tá acabando nosso tempo. Eu vou tirar daqui.